Okay, so I'm here today with Mrs. Fukushima, and we're gonna talk a little bit about just her history and Asian people in the United States right now.
Okay.
So, do you mind giving me an introduction on yourself?
Oh, myself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was born in 1947 in Japan, in the suburb of Tokyo, as a second daughter to my parents. And I was brought up in Tokyo and, and graduated from college in Tokyo as well. And after graduating from college, I went to Switzerland, Geneva, for the study, and I spent there like 2 years. And then after coming back from Switzerland, I met my husband and I got married like in 1974. I married him in the United States because he was studying at business school at that time. So after spending 2 years in the United States in Berkeley, California, we moved back to Tokyo. And since my husband was working for the Japanese bank, uh, we stayed in Tokyo for, I think, almost 3 years. And during that time, I had my first daughter, Yuki, and stayed there like 4 to 5 years. And then I had my second daughter, Aki, and we moved to Los Angeles in 1994. And since then, I've been living there. And during those times, since I keep moving, I couldn't have my own job. So, and also I didn't have a permit for work. I am like spending most of my time as a housewife and looking after my two of my daughters to adjusting to the school system or something. And my only experience with my job was while I was in Tokyo. I teach Japanese for the foreigners for 3 years, and that's my only job experience.
Since you first arrived in the United States, I think you said it was 1994,
Uh-huh.
or to right now to 2021. What change have you seen any changes within the Asian community in the United
Oh,
States?
when I first came to the United States in 1994, I think we are treated like as a guest, for the American society. And since the surroundings is like a very academic situation, like in college or like the professors, those people, they are like they treat us like a guest from Asian country. And so we were, well, I think, welcomed, but I think we are not treated as like part of the society, American society. But I think we didn't get any kind of discrimination or something. But when like we travel in the countryside for that, vacation or something, people used to look look at us like very like not familiar uh, existence in their society, and we get lots of them, especially the younger kids, look at us or glare or look at us with a kind of curiosity or something. So that's the difference. Right now, they treat us like just a part of the society, and we are not kind of treated as a guest or something. So that's a big difference.
And you said that there wasn't much discrimination
Mhm.
against Asians in the first couple of years that you were in here. Did you ever notice when or if Asian racism increased?
Yeah, like as the economy power going up for Japanese companies, we felt like some kind of competitiveness of the business society, and that makes us feel sometimes uncomfortable because they attack us just because we are coming into the American market, and we are just invading the profit of their society. So then I started to feel like, oh, the atmosphere is a bit different now at that time. Mhm.
And how did that different atmosphere affect your life? Like, did you feel differently when you talked to people? Did you notice that more people would maybe treat you differently than they would have a couple of years ago before the Japanese economy was taking over?
Oh, not as far as my friends are concerned or the society that I've been in the United States. They treated us nicely, and I didn't feel any discrimination by myself. But, yeah, but maybe my daughters, they might feel something in the classroom. I don't know. They didn't have any trouble to getting into the American school system, although they are kind of foreign students at the first time. But uh, I think we are in the kind of very affluent society, even in New York and in Los Angeles. So the surroundings are kind of more privileged society. So I think it's different from other like standard society in the United States. So, but I think there was no discrimination at the school neither. So that was good.
And just adding on to the whole discrimination thing, have you ever faced what you would consider to be racism or discrimination against you here?
Oh no, not myself.
Do you know any friends who have, or people you know, or?
Some of the friends of my younger daughter's classroom, uh, they said they had kind of some uh, bullying. They got some bullying from the classmates, but not my daughter. So I don't know why some of them got the bullying. I don't know. It's motivated by the racial difference or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of the character or something, or I don't know.
Do you think if any of your friends actually had um, gone through discrimination, do you think they would have told you about it or told anyone about it, or do you think that they would have just kept it to themselves?
Oh yeah, if those friends are very close to me, they would have talked to me. But if they are like just a acquaintance or something, they wouldn't tell me. But since everywhere we had a very close relationship with the Japanese friends, and so we talk always some problem when we have something. So I think as far as besides that bullying story, I didn't have any kind of discrimination trouble from my friends.
And talking about present day, so 2021, 2020, um, have you been aware of like the kind of hate crimes happening against Asian elderly people, especially in metropolitan areas like Los Angeles, New York?
I only learned from the TV news,
Mhm.
but not but in my own experience. I didn't see any of those crimes around me.
And how do you feel about those crimes? Are you unaffected, or are you a little bit more scared, or are you a lot more scared?
I myself don't feel scared, but I think it's not fair to attack those elderly Asian because they look very not strong enough to fight back, right? I think the cause why they attack Asian elderly is just because they know those Asians are not as aggressive as other race, and they don't speak up strongly. So I think it's very unfair and it's very coward to attack. So I am very angry every time I get the news of the Asian people got attacked.
And you said that some of these people, they're targeted because the attackers know that they won't speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think these people don't speak up?
As a Japanese, we are not quite outspoken as our culture, and especially when it comes to the bad experience in the society, and they don't usually attack people even though they attack you. So I think they are just hesitant to speak up, and they might feel if they speak up more, they would get more attacks. They are afraid they might get more attacks if they speak up and fighting out.
So if people are too afraid to speak up about these issues, what do you think we as a society should do to prevent these things?
If there's some kind of organization who will collect those incidents and get all the data and the claims from the victims, and they put those claims on the database or something, and that organization send all these data to the media or something, that those incidents happen, and not by the victim, by themselves, so that that will protect their privacy or something. So I think there should be some kind of main organization who would support those victims to give them the chance to speak out.
So with all these hate crimes happening, have you changed the way you would usually live because of these hate crimes, or have you just been going on?
Since how do you say, coincide? Do you say coincide? Is that right word?
Yeah.
Coincide with the corona pandemic. I stayed most of the time at home, so I have less contact with others. So it might help to avoid the hate crime or something. But in those situations, like the cases in San Francisco or something, the Asian old people got attacked by people. So it could be, we might see more of those cases rising up in the future. So to prevent those things happening, I think we should do something. But as far as I'm concerned, since I'm a old Japanese lady, I don't know what can I do, to prevent those. But as a member of the Japanese society, maybe we could do something.
And just to sum it all up, what do you want the world to know about the Asian American community here in the United States?
As a Asian community, I think we contribute a lot for the American economy, and there are not so many crimes done by Asian people. To know that Asian society contributed a lot for the good of the society, and we have to do more propaganda things.
That's one way to word it.
Yeah, because we don't talk a lot even for the good things that we did to the society. So we have to emphasis that we have brought nice things to the society too. I think most of the Asian people, they do care a lot for the people around you, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes they do more for the others than for yourself. Sometimes sacrifice good of yourself for the people around you, and we need to tell other people that as our way of life is doing good things for your friends or for your society member, and we are not invading or attacking the existent society or something.
Thank you. And do you have anything else you'd like to add, or that's it?
I think the people around us, your friend or your neighbors, they know that we are, nice social being, right? So we need to keep this attitude in our life, and the more people know we are not doing any harm to the society, or we are for the society, I think there will be more better understanding about the Asian society too. So each individual has responsibility to appeal your neighbors or your people around you that we are doing good things for the society. I think that's what we can do, and we call it grassroots approach to the society. And just by surroundings of yourself, you can make the society better by your own attitude. So I think I would like to try that way another few years, that as far as I'm alive.
Thank you for speaking with me today. I learned a lot from this conversation.
Yeah, I hope it will help you some way. Thank you. Thank you for having me giving me this occasion to speak to you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.